Hi everyone. I have something really exciting to share with you. Since today is September 1st, the first day of September, we're going to start something new today. So if you get out your homework folder, when I say homework, I know all the work you're doing at home, but this is what we would be using to send home packets. The one that has the ABCs on the back and it had your name on the front. This one says Lauren. This was a student who was going to be in our class, and then she must have gone somewhere else. But on the left-hand side, there were these. They're called reading logs. I have a letter that explains it, but I'm going to explain it to everybody right now. And we didn't have one for August because we didn't start school till the middle of August, and we had enough to deal with, didn't we? We had a lot of things getting on Seesaw and Canvas and the folders and getting the work to you. We were busy, but hopefully in September we're going to get in a groove and we have everything figured out. So anyways, I went ahead and sent home September, October, November, and December. There's a few extras in there because I had extras. And that is because I'm hoping we're going to be back to school in January. If we get back to the classroom before that, just return all these. Well, I guess you could just keep them at home because you're going to need them, but I just don't want you to lose them, all right? Okay, so the letter explains it. What a reading log is that we want you to be reading lots of books at home, okay? And so there are 30 lines on each one. Now, I know that it kind of sounds like, well, there's 30 days in September. Not every month has 30 days. Some have 31. But it really has nothing to do with how many days are in the month. I mean, if it did, that would be about a book a day. All right. Now, some people have told me, some parents have said, but we don't read on weekends. Oh, well, I know I can't make homework on weekends, but I would hope you read on weekends. I probably read more on weekends because I have more time, right? And the other thing is 30 books should not be too many, because I know when my kids were little, we read every night before bed. We called it the 3 B's, right? They would take their bath or shower. They'd go to bed and then, mommy, read me a book, right? And I would sometimes read to them together because they were a few years apart in age. And then sometimes I'd go into each child's bed and read them books. And they would never, ever let me get away with one book. So I would always tell them, okay, you pick out 3 books. Or my daughter Erin, pick out 3 books. My son Allie, pick out 3 books, all right? It kind of depends how long the books are. If they're short, 3 is good. If they're really long, maybe only 1 or 2. But anytime you read, I want you to write down the title of the book. I don't expect the kids to do that. I know sometimes the parents want the kids to do lots of writing, but that's better for you guys just to do it. The title of the book, okay? So let's say I read The Rainbow Fish. I write it down. And the same night, I read a Clifford book. I write it down. Maybe the next day I go onto YouTube. Some of those books that they read to you, that counts. Any reading counts. Maybe I have a big brother and he reads me a story. Maybe I go to grandma's house and she reads me 4 stories. See how easy it is to do? You can even go to the class library on the Canvas page, the one that has 3 big shelves of books. I haven't counted them, but I'm thinking there's at least 20 on each thing, so 20, 40, 60. I'm going to count them and I'll let you know, okay? So if you do that, somebody's reading that story to you, do that. Now here's something else I showed you on another video, and I better go over it because you might be watching this one first. That I want you guys to make a book box, okay? And I went ahead and made myself one. I used to have one at school and somehow it got lost over the years. So I made a new one. And all I did was use one of these plastic shoe boxes. Okay, like the one that I sent all your things home, okay, all your math manipulatives. You can get those usually for $1 a piece. I got it for 88 cents at Walmart, not even $1. Okay, it's so inexpensive and it's so nice. And they come with lids. I didn't get the lids, but if you have one, that's nice too. You have the other ones that have the lids that open and close. If you don't want to spend any money at all, just get a nice shoebox and you can decorate it. And this is what I did. I printed this off of my computer. I put Mrs. Jenkins on one side, and then I said book box on the other. And then I had some stickers, and they're all flower stickers, so I used it to decorate the sides, and I love it. I'm gonna keep this one forever and ever. Now, what you're going to put in there, boys and girls, are the books that we're making in kindergarten. And you are going to have a lot, okay? I just finished doing the square book. Sorry, I just dropped one. Last week we did this little M book, and you can go back and read that. Last week we did the circle book. Okay, last week we did the red book, and we also did the blue book. That may have been 2 weeks ago. That's okay. And we're going to have more. So, any reading counts. So if your parents read to you, or grandma, or big brother or sister, write down the title of the book. But if you practice reading this, and you might say, Mrs. Jenkins, I don't know how to read. Well, you know how to sing. You can probably sing this song, right? B-L-U-E spells blue, and turn the page. B-L-U-E spells blue, turn the page. Hi-ho, did you know B-L-U-E spells blue? The big sky is blue, the ocean is too. Hi-ho, did you know B-L-U-E spells blue? So you do that, but you have to turn the page, right? Okay, and when you read your square book and your circle book, any book, write it down. So it should not take long to fill up the whole card. So parents, like I said, I do have a few parents that will kind of complain and say, that's a lot of books, Mrs. Jenkins. But other parents say, oh, we read way more than that. What do we do if we fill up the whole thing and it's only the middle of September? Well, then turn it over and write more on the back. And then please take a picture at the end of the month, I'll remind you, and put that on your Seesaw page, because I signed up. What we do is we normally give the kids an award. I make the awards on my computer, and they get a free pizza from Pizza Hut. And this year I signed up for digital. And so I'm thinking I can just get the digital and email it to you. And you take that and you get the free personal pan pizza. Pizza Hut's just right down the street, down the hill from Tuscany Hills, down Railroad Canyon from Canyon Lake. And your child gets a free pizza, okay? So, and I keep track also. If we get back in the classroom, if you turn this in every single month, I have these really cool reading medals. Sorry, they're at school. I didn't bring one home. Next time I'll show you. And it's like a gold medal that says you're a reading star, and it has a little ribbon around it. And I'll give those to the kids who turn these in. So we're trying to make everything like it would be if we were in the classroom. We're trying to stick with our routines that we would do there, because we're hoping we can get back and we can do, we don't want the kids to miss out this year, okay? We want them to have a good kindergarten year. I know it's hard, but we are going to have a good year, and we want you to read lots of books at home, okay? Remember, any reading counts. All right, thanks, bye. Oh, I'm going to make that an assignment today, right? All right, make a book box. This is your assignment. Make a book box. Go back and get all your books you've made so far. Put them in there. And if you read some of them today, write them down. And then keep this someplace where you're not going to lose it. You could maybe hang it up on a bulletin board, put a magnet, put it on your refrigerator. If you want, you can put it back in this folder. All right. Okay, thank you. All done. Bye-bye.